It's very human to want to be liked. Isolation is dangerous for our mental health. But if you betray yourself to get people to like you, that causes problems that are at least as bad, if not worse. First, let's look at some signs that you worry too much what others think about you. One is you do things you don't want to do and you resent it. 2. You no longer really know what you want to do. 3. You're afraid to say what you really believe. 4 is you spend time with people you don't like or you avoid people out of fear. 5. You struggle to make your own decisions. 6. You imagine that people are upset with you when they really aren't. Here's why it is a problem. Deep inside of us, along with our need to be liked, we also have a need to be authentic, to think and live in our own unique way. Nature made us this way so that we can think critically and develop creative solutions rather than rushing headlong over a cliff with the rest of the herd. If we all thought alike, the human race would have died out long ago. We thrive when we get along with others and think and act independently at the same time. If you aren't doing both, you're out of balance, and your psyche will complain about it with either depression or anxiety. These are open warning signs, and if not heeded, things can get really bad. That is why it's dangerous to worry too much what others think about you. How to stop worrying about what other people think. One is think about why you care. Most of the time, the reason why we learn to worry so much is through our social norms. In this day and age, we are normally told that we should dress a certain way or act a certain way. It is popular to believe that anything that strays away from the norm is too different. Focus on being in the moment. When you are living in the present, it can be much easier to stop worrying and focus on what's happening now. Instead of thinking, I really like this dress. I think I look lovely, but what if when I get the dress code is different? Or people judge me for wearing this? You would be thinking, I really like this dress and I think I look lovely. You won't be focusing on what could happen because it is something you can control. Try to focus on the moment and accept yourself for who you are. Try not to worry about the could and ifs of the future. This can make it much easier to stop worrying about anyone judging you. Know that people don't normally care. Through our lives, most of the time we are focused on ourselves. This is normally the same for everyone, including those who you may be thinking are judging you. People go through life worrying about what others think and usually not actually judging you or anyone else. Try and realize that everyone has their own lives and things that they have to deal with. They will normally be thinking about themselves and not you. Think of that. When you're going out, you may be worrying that people are going to judge you based on what you wear or how you act. However, you may be surprised to hear that normally most of us will all be thinking the same thing. For the most part, none of us really have too many thoughts about what anyone else is wearing or doing. Once you start to realize that most people have their own insecurities and worries, it can become easier to stop worrying so much about what people think. Practice self-love and acceptance. The most important thing to remember when we talk about worrying too much is that you need to love yourself before anything else. When you are constantly worrying about what others think of you, it can sometimes make you realize that you don't have much self-confidence and you may have low self-esteem. Try and practice self-care for yourself to show self-love. This can be through meditation, eating healthy, spending time with nature, and so on. Whatever brings you joy can work. Just try and show self-love to yourself every day. This can take a while, but once you learn to love and accept yourself, you can start to stop worrying so much as you will accept yourself for who you are and won't need anyone else's approval. Simple like that. Find your group of people. When you are around people who lift you up and help you to feel positive, it can really help you when trying to stop worrying about others. People that care for you will be able to tell you your strengths and positive things about you that may not see right now. This can really help you on your path to self-acceptance. Having a close group of friends who are positive and honest can really help. You can ask them questions if you feel you may be judged, and they will be open and honest. It also helps that you can talk to your friends regarding why you shouldn't be worried, as they will often point out the good in you and help you to start to feel more confident. Understand that you can please everyone. You probably already know the saying, better to be loved by people you care about than liked by everyone. This rings true in this case. You need to know that you can please everyone. It's just not possible. There will be people who are always going to judge you no matter what you do. It's just how they are. Even if people do judge you for something, they will not act on it and confront you or react. It's just a slight thought in their head that may come and go. As mentioned before, those people who matter to you will probably not judge you, and those who do judge you don't really matter. Once you accept the fact that you can't please everyone and people will still judge you, if that is the type of person they are, you can start to accept it and work on not worrying too much. Know that life is too short. When it all comes down to it, life is too short. It's hard to really think about it, but you only have one life. So why waste it worrying about others? This is your own life. To live how you want to and to do what you want to. Focus on your goals, big or small. Work towards achieving them. Even if they seem scary or you are worried what people might say, own your goals. Once again, you should try and decide for yourself what you want out of your life. Disregard what others want for you. It isn't for them to say. You will always have worries, yes, but don't let them take over and stop you from doing things you love. Once you can begin to do this, you will see that only you have the control over your life. So make it great. This is where we can start to worry too much and develop a fear of being judged by others. Try to recognize why you care and what you care about so that you can start to understand it better. Know that it is not your fault or that there is anything wrong with you. It is the society that we have grown up in that contributes to this developed fear of rejection or judgment. Once you start to recognize this, it may become a lot easier to start accepting yourself.